Some years ago he was my student. Now he's having his own FabLab studio in Shanghai. He's doing lessons for kids how to fabricate in easy way and how to play with 3D modeling, CNCing, printing and so on. Let's meet Sean. Let's go. Hi Sean, we know each other 10 years. It started really weird, and you finally invite me here to Shanghai,
yes.
To that beautiful FabLab.
Thank you.
And I'm very curious of your story.
Yes.
Could you tell me, please, a little bit of your experience? Let's start from beginning. How it starts.
It's actually really starts on the class when we have together, and I was having this Rhino license, but I kind of explore a little bit earlier, and then it feels like I could explore a little bit more to print what I already modeled in the Rhino series, and then I try downstairs with these 3D printers and try to make something, and it drives me more because we never have the lessons like a teacher told us like you
here in China, yeah?
Yeah. It's more like you have a big classes usually, and then everyone in the same classroom you have to stay in order, otherwise there will be chaos. Like 50 students in the classroom, so everyone should be aligned.
Yeah, you must know one thing. Sean was my student, but she was one who was very curious of designing, of exploring design. Isn't it? That's true, actually.
It is.
And he was coming a lot and asking about, because I'm an expert of 3D, as you know probably, because you're watching my tutorials. And now he's spreading that knowledge to the young generation of Shanghai people, Chinese people, which is great. We are now, where are we now, actually?
It's actually not so far from the center of the Shanghai, and it's, I don't know, it's like somewhere of nowhere.
Yeah, but this is most important thing. This is the FabLab.
Yeah, it's a FabLab.
It doesn't matter where is it. A FabLab full of fantastic 3D 3D knowledge, fantastic 3D accessories and equipment. And how are you using it?
It's about fast prototyping actually. You just learn how to do a digital fabrication. Actually, FabLab is more about digital fabrication, I think, in my program.
So, what kind of machines do you store here, and how do you use them?
Like we have mostly CNCs, especially laser cutter, and we have 3 or 4 laser cutters and a lot of 3D printers, and that is what I use the most. Laser is for like fast prototyping. You can cut some wood board and then you just try to see how it looks like, how big it is. And then we have the milling machine. We have the bigger one for plywood. It's like the table and all this, shapes here. I make by ourselves. And then these are for furnitures, something bigger, or like you need some strong structure, or you need some like steel structure for robots, for example. You just fast prototype, see how it works, and then we have a little bit smaller milling machine for metal, especially for aluminum, and then we have even more smaller, which we build actually.
But tell me, how did you get to idea to start that FabLab? Because you came back from school, from Poznań, from School of Form. And what was the idea of starting that? Because
I was working for a FabLab actually.
In Poznań? In Poznań?
No,
in Poznań.
In Shanghai actually.
In Shanghai, okay.
Yeah, yes. I think it's quite open place. I think I would love to have one.
Yeah, and then
I got friends. We got a lot of friends like working in let's say the makerspace. Actually, China has a really early first FabLab, or let's say workshop, like this open workshop for like only 10-15 years, I think, maybe. It's quite short life actually, and it's pretty new, and you have a lot of people who is passionate about making stuffs, and FabLab is about support people to doing this stuff.
Tell me, how do you use Rhino? with all of those machines and people who are working for you?
I think Rhino is the tool, is the modeling tool I love the most. I try many as for school and also for working.
Yeah. And you actually use many, not just Rhino, yeah? But Rhino is the most...
I think I use the Rhino most.
Most, okay.
Yeah. At the very beginning, I actually tried different type of modeling softwares. A little bit like 3ds Max, a little bit less C4D, and also Fusion. And I love the Rhino the most, because if you are a designer, you need to fast create some beautiful curves.
Yeah,
especially at your lessons, actually, you make like very beautiful curve in, let's say, like really early few lessons.
You see, this is important. Good curves at the beginning of the process, of designing process.
Yes,
that's right.
I remember a lot of famous saying of you, like a beautiful curve is important.
It is, yeah. Well, that's weird. I'm always keep saying that in my tutorials. That's simple as possible, but beautiful as you can. Yeah, that's most important. But but well, I love Rhino too, and you see in that video how actually Sean is using it. But what is important? Could you tell me a little bit of the process of the designing process? Because there are kids. I was talking with you earlier, and you said to me that kids are allowed to make mistakes and do their job what they like.
It depends on what kind of education you want to push. You know, I think China is already really good at like scale like from 1 to 100. But still, we need more efforts on 0 to 1.
What do you mean from 1 to 100?
When you have an idea, like a car or some specific technique or technology or manufacturer, whatever, and then you are able to copy and push more and produce cheaply and make everyone get benefit from that technology. That's, I think, what China like is the best now. But from 0 to 1, we're trying. I think it takes times. We have a lot of engineers. We have a lot of industrial populations. So I mean, industrial people is like you are able to well educated and you are able to
So the conceptualization side is here in your FabLab the most important. Yeah. So here you do prototype, you do a lot of tests. Yeah. You do sketch, you iterate many times your concept. Using all of those machines, so we test everything. Yeah,
it's like we don't have this concept that today we are drawing a cat. It's just like today we teach you how to create beautiful curves.
Yeah,
I use the same knowledge as you said. Like you teach us how to you taught us how to like use control points and also the relationship between the points. Like mathematically, and they will create some certain aesthetics.
Yes.
So always, align those points in straight line, like G1, G2, D3, G4.
Yeah, G4.
So the continuity of the curves, as I know from first few lessons, I start to play with it. So I have the same idea for the kid. I think we have quite major market for teaching kids how to build certain cat or like a toy or a gun or car, but it's hard to see here to really let like kids create by themselves. So I just gave if you want to make it look nice, and there are certain ways, and you can try to follow or not follow. You can get crazy, you can just make everything.
I think it's such a shame we cannot see the process, because I was here a couple of days before, and I saw kids just the drawing on the glass, which is there was one mentor who wasn't telling what's wrong, what's bad, who was just like looking and just stay next by and just be there for students, which is important. Okay, but I think the viewers are very curious to see what you do in real job. So let's move to your prototyping area.
Yeah.
And then we'll show you the most interesting for me and probably for you too.
Sure.
Concept. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We make a lot of hours making this.
So I think we're in a prototyping area, which is looking like that. just a roughly mess, but that's what I like, what I love in the process of designing.
It's off season, so everything is mess.
Yeah, everything is mess, of course. And this is the guy who is just kind of testing robots who do pretty simple things, simple activities,
Yeah.
but students have learned a lot about that. Can you tell a little bit what is it?
It's the robot for our robot competition, like first robotic competition, FRC. It's like opened by first community, and our student has really long time staying here, study everything about how to make almost anything. It's the idea from FabLab. And
There was one thing we have to actually say.
Yeah.
The students, it means in here, kids from 9 till 14, yes?
Actually, the youngest would be something like 7, 8.
Can you imagine that? Guy,
18.
7 years old, doing this kind of weird things in 3D. Amazing.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, we'll show you. We have a videos. We'll show you right now what is looking like.
Yeah.
But this is great, really great. So this actually proves that you're doing a great job, because you won competition with that robot. That's right?
Exactly. We win the championship for off-season in China.
Wow, well done. Well, this is a great job, Lucy. But you have to just make decision, yeah, that you're gonna go.
It's not
to
that hard actually. It's fun to explore. Rhino is
Yeah.
really about like fast prototyping with beautiful curves. It's easy to use and easy to get started with.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, so
Just try.
just do.
Exactly.
And the best do with Rhino.
And have fun.
And have fun, of course. Sean, thank you very much for this
Sure.
show off.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it, and I really like being here and talking to you. And I'm sure we will meet not just one time.
Yeah, I do really appreciate your
Great.
teaching and everything knowledge.
Thanks very much.
You too.